We've landed! Hello, everybody. Welcome to Grow Home. This game is a lot of fun. Like, a lot of fun. Like, I have a lot of fun playing this game. This is, I can't describe it. This is just a really fun game. But basically, the way this works is, you have a plant and you can grow it. I'll show you it as soon as I can get up here. Actually, it'll show you a dramatic landscape. Just as I'm jumping. Mum is like your mom. Is like your person who's in charge of you. As you saw then, that is the star plant, and your job here is to keep growing it, and you've got to connect it to those like power crystal thingies. I'm not moving. You've got to connect it to the power crystals that's there and there to grow it up, and then it'll get to there, and then you keep growing it, and eventually you'll get to like that island, that flowing island, and then you'll go off into space, and it just grows so big. It's insane. You can get like certain power-ups, like you can pick this leaf up and then, not leaf, it's a flower. And you pick the flower up and you press a triangle and you float down, which is quite handy actually. And you can climb anywhere, basically. Like, you're a robot, so you can climb anywhere. I'm just gonna grab a new flower, because I'll probably use that later. And, the main, like, probably, I'd say the second most important thing after, like, finding, like, growing up the star plant is finding these crystals. And as you can see in the bottom, like, bottom right hand corner, there's sort of that crystal thing, and then one of those, like, telephone things that tells you how much signal you've got. And, yeah, that's going to tell me where the nearby crystals are. And you can't go in water, obviously, because you're a robot. And if you collect certain like crystals, you can get like rewards and stuff. But the only one I'm really interested in is getting the jetpack, because there's like a jetpack you can get for I think it's 30 crystals. It's either 20 or 30, I'm not sure. And that's like the only thing I'm interested in at the moment. Oh, and you can also, if you have to, then you can also like pull these down, so you can set you have like spawns and stuff that you set, and you're in charge of finding these and fixing them. But it's not really fixing, you just have to pull one thing down. And that's the star plant there, and that has quite an interesting mechanic actually that you can do with it. You can grow plants anywhere, so if you really badly want to just get to an island, you can keep growing a plant over there. But you're in charge of growing the plant. Actually, see, I've already got 5%. Oh, no, it goes to 10, 20, and then I think at 20%, that's when you unlock the jetpack. Because I unlocked it pretty early last game. Like, just after I pretty much completed it. And you'd think that would be, like, quite a while, but this game's actually pretty quick. So, now we're just going to grow this, and boom! Put it straight in that box. If you're wondering what that weird noise is, that's me. I'm eating gum. It's really damn tasty. Well, I'm not eating gum, I'm chewing gum. And you can, see, this is why the flower's quite handy. You can just, these leaves are pretty helpful, because you can like, you can like use them to bounce yourself up. And that always makes such a weird noise. Whenever you grow it up, it always makes a weird noise. And then, yeah, what you have to do is you basically connect the star flower up to the glowy green things, and then you have to connect it up to more and more the bigger the plant gets, and you only have, and then once you grow it up a certain amount, you'll reach a big floaty land mass, and then you unlock a whole bunch of new areas, and then you unlock more. Actually, that's the big one. That one right there, up there, you can just see it. That one up there is the biggie. That's the massively that's the one where you'll find all the wildlife and the new plants and stuff. This one basically just has cactuses and these things, but I'm not even sure what these are. So there's a data bank. If you put different stuff in the teleporter, which is that thing I showed you downstairs, then you can sort of like, I don't know how, look, this is really confusing. You have to drag certain stuff into the teleporter in order to get it, and you can pull up pretty much anything in the game. But what is really confusing is these things down here, these animals down here, because I have never seen any of them. And I've seen those, but I have no idea how I am supposed to pick them up. Because they're basically Venus flytraps. Oh, and you can unlock different skins and stuff. Like, I am sweaty as hell, so I brought the Uplay skin pack. So I basically have that freaks me the hell out. That I'm probably never going to use, even though it is fabulous. The blue one that I really like that I'm going to put on now, actually. And then the banana bud. It's really fun to save. And actually the skin doesn't look too bad. I might wear this actually, because I barely... Oh, and this is by far my favourite feature of it. His body sort of will always be moving if you like move his head around, and you can control his head directly, and his body follows his head. So, but the weird thing is, if you turn his head around, as you can see, his entire body goes the opposite direction. It just looks so ridiculous. So like, ah, my head, it doesn't work properly, but anyway. Come on. Yeah. Come on with me. Sweet. As you can see, you get weighed down by stuff like the plants because it's super heavy. And if you really want, then you can sort of drag a plant up. But it's, again, really hard. It's much easier. Once you get the jetpack, it makes everything super easy. But you can't, it's not that powerful. It keeps changing how powerful it is. Sometimes, I can't carry that. Sometimes the jetpack can help you carry, like, plants and stuff. Like they're literally nothing. And then you can't carry a sheep when you're using the jetpack. It is more effective to not use the jetpack to pick up sheep. That is what confuses me. Hello, here's another one of those checkpoints. These can be quite handy. They're not really handy at the very beginning of the game, but towards the end, when you're mentally high up, they're pretty much essential actually, because otherwise you've got to climb for ages, because this thing grows massive, and if you fall all the way down and haven't got a checkpoint back up there, you're going to be climbing for a while. And there's a crystal over there. I really badly want to get the jetpack. The jetpack just makes the game super easy. And I want it to be super easy, because I already completed it without the jetpack. I tried to complete the entire game without the jetpack, and I did it, and now I want to try and do it with the jetpack, so I'm more interested in getting the jetpack. Oh, you might think, oh god, I let go of the plant. See, this is quite a massive problem. If you let go of the plant, it will continue to grow without you. And you might get lucky, I think. Oh no. Oh, I got lucky actually. As you saw then, I got extremely lucky and it actually autoed into the stone. That was extremely lucky it did that actually. But, yeah, that was actually extremely lucky because it shouldn't really, it doesn't usually auto into the stone. But this is quite a unique feature, which is what I like. If you have, say, a rock that you can't get to, or a rock that you really can't be bothered to climb, every single time you grow up one of these, like, sort of wall things, it will sprout out these other ones that you grow with. The big, I literally have no idea what I'm saying. Sorry, my brain is not working properly. I've done like 2 exams today. My brain really has given up already. You can sort of like grow this thing, and every single time you grow one of these flowery things, you basically power it. Once you grow one of these, even if you don't put it in one of the crystals, it will still like grow the red flower things, so that you never ever run out of sort of like flowery things. It is impossible to fail is what I'm basically saying, unless you are literally like, I don't think it is possible to fail. I'm pretty sure I'm pretty, actually no, it is possible to fail, but only if you, oh, I unlocked that weird camera thing. Oh yeah, I unlocked the ability to zoom out that I literally never use. Because zooming out means I literally can't see what I'm doing. Zoom back in. Yeah. Oh, banana bud. This is like pretty basic power up. You can pick this up anywhere. I would highly suggest like getting this game because I'm not sure how much it costs. I downloaded it free for PSN because I just do that all the time. Actually, that's pretty much most of the games I play. I download free for PSN. Well, I have stuff like Black Ops 3 that's coming out that I'm quite interested for. And I've got a bunch of games actually that I brought recently. I brought Metro and Alien Isolation, like I told you. But stuff like Rogue Legacy that I've been making videos on, and they were both like downloaded from PSN. Ooh, mushrooms. Oh, actually, this is the one with the secret cave on, isn't it? Yes, that's the secret cave there. There's a really cool secret cave here that I want to show you guys. But I'm gonna put it on because it has a bunch of different crystals. It has a bunch of crystals in it. It's really handy because you can usually get tons of crystals. I think you, I don't know what you get if you get 100 crystals. I really don't care. If I am totally honest, I don't really care because the jetpack seems to be the most interesting thing. There are these things that really confuse me. I thought they were the game giving me arrows, telling me to jump in here, but then I jump in here and there's like nothing to do. Like you can't even pull the plant or anything. And I stood here for hours. I was literally in this cave for an hour trying to figure out what the hell was going on. Oh, and yes, there is dodos. And I always kill the dodo because he's freaking. I know he's adorable, but I refuse to let dodos live. Evolution deliberately got rid of you. Okay, stop trying to hang around. My flower lets me go like really quickly. Okay, I'm just gonna grab onto here. I'm grabbing onto the rock and I'm just gonna swing the dodo off. Come on, get off. No, no, no! I'm gonna drag me down. And there he goes. To his death. But like I said earlier, you can scan loads of stuff. I don't really bother doing that because you do get a special costume if you scan everything, but I don't know what you get. I'd imagine it's probably lame. Most of the ultimate costumes are pretty lame. Right. I'd really personally just consider logging into Uplay and spending some like Uplay. I don't know why Uplay bother doing this sort of like, not Uplay, I don't know why Ubisoft bother doing their Uplay thing, because you always, whatever Ubisoft game you play, if you just complete it, you will get like 100 of their points. Like recently, I went back and completed Assassin's Creed 3, like the other day, because I never actually completed it, because it's horrible. And I got like 100 Uplay points for it. So I was just like, oh yay. And I usually spend them in stuff like Assassin's Creed. I spent like a bunch in Assassin's Creed 2, because that had a bunch of extra features you could get with Uplay. And I usually spend them in stuff like Far Cry. In Far Cry 4, they had a bunch of extra Uplay stuff you could buy. They had like extra guns and all sorts that you had to buy. So I brought all that through Uplay. And I also brought Valley of the Yetis for that as well, but I didn't buy the other DLC I meant to buy. They brought out a different DLC. It's like a prison escape one, and I wanted to buy it, and I kept forgetting.